Hello, bit of a late record today because today got away from me. This week got away from me. I remember looking at the week from last Wednesday night and I thought there's a whole week ahead of me, and now it's Wednesday again and I'm not quite sure how that happened. So I haven't done as much as I may have wanted to do. The little loom has not been touched. It looks exactly the same as it did last week. Maybe next week there will be something, maybe not. We'll see. This one's had its wet finish though, and I'm really pleased with it. So first of all, I love these colours. Now, I can't tell you anything about this Loopy yarn because it was in my aunt's stash. I had no label or information. I forgot the word for label. It's going very well. So this is what was the top side when I was weaving. So this has got most of the texture. The other side is a little bit more subtle, like that. Now, I was thinking about doing a double wet finish on this. I was going to do the wet finish and then twist the fringe and then wet finish again. It turned out couldn't be bothered, so I've just done it the once. The fringe is holding up. The fringe looks like that. I don't know that it would have been much different had I done a double wet finish. It's a little bit chaotic, but so is the rest of it. And this Loopy yarn, it wasn't scratchy. It's a wool and I think nylon blend, because it's definitely got wool in it because I did a burn test, and it's definitely got synthetic, and because it's so thin but so strong, I thought probably nylon. Anyway, this wasn't scratchy, but it was a little bit stiff. But now in the wet finish, it's softened up really, really nicely. And it's like touching clouds. You can, if you wanted to do that with it, I would recommend it. If that's how you want to spend your time, I support you. So that one's done. And this one has come off the big loom at last. This one took longer than it needed to. So I'll show you a bit of the length on that. I love the colours in this. So this weft, which is the side to side, the lumpy yarn, textured yarn. Lumpy's not a great word for yarn. The textured yarn. This was from Ice Yarns. It's Ice Yarns Bamboo from 7 or 8 years ago. It's definitely discontinued. And the warp, I've got the other ball of it and I've covered it up because I had trouble remembering what it is. Here we go. It's this one. It's Patons Big Baby, which is an acrylic nylon blend, which just happened to match the colours really well. So I've, as you can see, got another ball of that to do something with. But I have used most of a ball doing this. So I haven't done the fringes on that yet. I'm actually going to do a 4-strand plait because we're fancy around here. And then I'll give it a wet finish. What I have to be careful of with this is that it will felt. So it's definitely getting a cold, gentle wash, not a warm, agitating wash. I'm just going to gently bathe it, possibly by moonlight. But I'm really pleased with that. I love the texture on it. This is almost a table runner. It's a weird width, isn't it? I seem to be weaving weird widths. That's hard to say. Maybe a table runner, but we'll see how it goes. So that just needs to have its fringes done and then a wet finish. And I've got something else on the big loom that I just started weaving today, about an hour ago. So I'll show you that. This is wildly off center, and you might not be able to tell how off center it is because I framed it to make myself look better, but the middle of my heddle is there, so there should be this much again on this side, and if you look very closely you'll note there isn't. 2 reasons for that. I did do maths on this to figure out how many ends or how many threads I could put through the heddle, and when you do that you do need to be quite precise in how you measure the length of your warp when you're warping up. And I wasn't. I eyeballed it. So that threw it out a little bit. I could have measured it, but I couldn't find a tape measure. So being me, I just thought it would probably be okay. The other problem is manufacturer's knots. So I did the first 2 threads on this side and then hit a manufacturer's knot. And the ball that I started with this dark teal colour, and then it jumped straight from that very dark teal, which is this colour here, it jumped straight into this white. So it threw the colour progression out. Okay, I thought, taking a deep breath. I took those 2 threads out. I started from the manufacturer's knot. It did it again. Such a short length. And eventually I got to the stage where I got to here from this side before I hit another knot. So this is actually Frankensteined together from 2 balls of this yarn. The original plan was to use 1 ball for the warp, 1 ball for the weft, and everything was going to be fine and fun. But because I had to Frankenstein together the 2 balls, I'm not entirely sure I have enough left to do the weaving. But we're going to find out. I do have a plan if I do run out. If I do run out of this yarn, my plan is to not buy more. My plan is to actually use this yellow. And you might think that's a horrifying plan, and perhaps it is. but one end of this may end up being yellow, just because chaos is a ladder. So could I buy another ball of this? Yes. In a shocking development for this channel, this yarn is actually still in production. Mostly I am a living history at the moment for yarns that were last seen on retail shelves in 1997. At the moment, for this, I'm using Lions Brand Scarfie, which you can buy. You can go to a shop and buy this because it is still in production. I don't know that I would recommend that you do, because they don't care about the colour progression when they put in their knots. So yeah, that's partly why I don't want to buy another ball. The other reason why I don't want to buy another ball is because I won't need a full ball to finish this. So buying another ball means I'm adding things back into the stash, which I'm trying not to do as much. I'm doing it a little bit. We don't need to talk about it. So the plan is go with the yellow if I run out of this. I've got maybe enough of this left, but we're going to see. I am kind of happy with the mirror effect, which is not the natural it's not natural, it's dyed. It's not the progression of this colorway. It should go from the dark to the middling to the white and then back to the dark. It shouldn't have that little strip in the middle. But because I had to Frankenstein it, it's gone mirror effect, which, you know, we're going to pretend that I did that on purpose. I haven't done the hem stitching yet because this is very fresh on the loom. I warped it up last night and then decided, because I was a bit miffed, that I would have a little think about it and I would worry about it when I went to bed, because you have to have something to worry about when you go to bed, and I would think about it in the morning. And while I was thinking about it, I thought, we're just going to go with yellow should we need to. But that's how the big loom is looking. It's quite a chunky yarn, so it shouldn't be too long, but I've said that before. And yeah, so we'll see how that goes. I've also been working on the cross stitch, and Ellie is finished. Is she in shot? Yes. Oh, wow. Well done, me. So I was working on this last night and thought, I'm just going to have to say I'm very, very nearly finished with Ellie tomorrow when I do the video, which I'm doing now. I don't know if you've noticed. And then I realised that I genuinely only had that flower and the middle of that flower, and the middle of that flower to do, and it was done. So I thought, well, we'll just persevere. So Ellie is out of shot. Up. There we go. Ellie is done, which leaves me with one more in the series, which I'm a bit disappointed about because these are so fun to do. Look at these colours you get to play with. But I have one more to do, which I may or may not start tonight, and that is Birdie Bird. And that will be the trio complete, and then I'll figure out frames. Because I think I said last week I had ordered frames. The frames are too little. So I have to solve that particular problem. But that will be the next on the frame. I was going to say on the hoop, but I don't use a hoop anymore. I use a Q-snap. I know. That is all I have for you, which is probably good because I think I just lost it slightly. I need a cup of tea and a sit down. You have a lovely rest of your week. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye for now.